Welcome to the Cave of Science, and we're looking at the naming of inorganic compounds. Quick review of the periodic table. Talk about inorganic or ionic compounds, as the case may be on this particular lecture. The metals are all these located to the left of the metalloids, which we see in the light green here. And then we're talking about nonmetals over here. And then we're also going to take a look at polyatomic ions. Okay, so we're going to name ionic compounds. The positive ions, as you recall, are cations. And cations are formed from metal ions, and they will have the same name as the metal. Doesn't matter what the charge is. See, sodium's got a +1, zinc's got a +2, and aluminum +3. This does not affect the naming at all for an ionic compound. So we just would start with sodium, zinc, and aluminum. Now, there's a couple oddballs in here, and if a metal can form from different cations, the positive ion changes, or the charge, as the case may be, it's going to be indicated by a Roman numeral in parentheses. So if iron's got a +2 charge, it's referred to as iron 2. Iron with a +3 is iron 3. Copper with a +1 is copper 1, and then copper with a +2 would be copper 2. And you can find these on your chart of charges that you have that you can use. The negative ions are called the anions. Now, if it's a monatomic anion or just a straight non-metal, the anion is replaced with the ending on it an IDE. Again, the charge does not matter with the naming here. So oxygen with a 2- is oxide. Chlorine with a -1 charge is a chloride. And the nitrogen with a -3 is nitride. Again, these are just single monatomic, and they are the nonmetals. The other possibility for an anion is a polyatomic ion. And we have a chart of many of those that you can use. And really, you're just going to name the polyatomic ion. Doesn't matter what the charge is, just name the polyatomic ion. And all except for ammonium, they're all going to be anions. Ammonium is the only kind of oddball there. It has a positive, that is a positive polyatomic ion. So again, NO3, -1 charge is nitrate. SO4 with -2 is sulfate, and OH with a minus charge is hydroxide. So some examples. This one here, the first one, simply named, you name the metal. It's a binary, and then just change the little nonmetal to an IDE, sodium chloride. Notice we're not looking at the subscripts here at all. Potassium oxide. Lithium hydroxide, OH is the polyatomic ion. You should start recognizing that. And the last one, we're not looking at the subscripts at all. Name the metal, name the polyatomic ion, calcium phosphate. So these are pretty straightforward when you start naming the ionic compounds. All right, until next time, this is have some fun naming these ionic compounds.